YaQB, James, chapter 3, 1 through 4:17. Not many of you should become teachers, my brothers, knowing that we shall receive greater judgment. For we all stumble in many matters. If anyone does not stumble in word, he is a perfect mortal, able also to bridle his entire body. Look, we put bits in the mouths of horses for them to obey us, and we turn their body. Look at the ships too. Although they are so big and are driven by strong winds, they are turned by a very small rudder wherever the pilot intends. So too the tongue is a small member, yet boasts greatly. See how a small fire kindles a great forest. And the tongue is a fire, the world of disobedience. Among our members the tongue is fixed, the one defiling the entire body, and putting on fire the wheel of existence. And it is fixed on fire by Gehenna. For every kind of beast and bird, of reptile and creature of the sea is tamed and has been tamed by mortality. But no mortal is able to tame the tongue. It is unruly, wicked, filled with deadly poison. With it we adore our mighty one and Father, and with it we profane mortals, who have been made in the likeness of our mighty one. Out of the same mouth proceed rewards and profanity. My brothers, this should not be so. Does the fountain send forth the sweet and the bitter from the same opening? My brothers, is a fig tree able to bear olives, or a grapevine figs? So neither is a fountain able to make salt and sweet water. Who is fearful and understanding among you? Let him show by his moral behavior his works in meekness of fear of our mighty one. But if you have bitter jealousy and self-seeking in your minds, do not boast against and lie against the truth. This is not the fear coming from the invisible, but it is visible, worldly knowledge. For where jealousy and self-seeking are, there is confusion and every foul deed. But the fear from above is first clean, then peaceable, gentle, ready to obey, filled with compassion and moral fruits, without partiality and without falseness. And the fruit of morality is sown in peace by those who make peace. Where do fightings and strivings come from among you? Do they not come from your pleasures that battle in your members? You desire and do not have. You murder and are jealous and are unable to obtain. You strive and fight, and you do not possess, because you do not ask. You ask and do not receive, because you ask wickedly, in order to spend it on your pleasures. male and female breakers of wedlock. Do you not know that friendship with the world is hostility with our mighty one? Whoever intends to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of our mighty one. Or do you think that the writing speaks to no purpose? Does the voice which dwells in us intensely crave to desire? But he gives greater friendship. Because of this, he says, your mighty one resists the proud, but gives friendship to the humble. So then, subject yourselves to our mighty one. Resist the adversary, and he shall flee from you. Draw near to our mighty one, and he shall draw near to you. Clean your hands, disobedient, and clean your mind, you double-minded. Wail and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to sadness. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Master, and he shall lift you up. Brothers, do not speak against one another. He that speaks against a brother and judges his brother speaks against the instructions and judges the instructions. And if you judge the instructions, you are not a doer of the instructions, but a critic. There is one instructor and critic who is able to deliver and to destroy. Who are you to critique another? Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow, let us go to such and such a city, spend a year there, and trade and make a profit, when you do not know of tomorrow. For what is your existence? For it is a vapor that appears for a time and then disappears. Instead of your saying, if the Master desires, we shall exist and do this or that. But now you boast in your proud speeches. All such boasting is wicked. To him, then, who knows to do what is moral and does not do it, to him it is rebellion.